Welcome. It's me, Percita, and this is Percita's Paradox. Here we are. It's Thursday, coming into the month of May, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, all those cool holidays. And we are stoked, at least I am, because I'm a mother and I love to be celebrated. Of course, I have a mother and I'm going to celebrate her too, but you know, there is nothing better than making my children buy me something on a special day that's dedicated to them having to love me, right? So, loving it. Can't wait. What's going on with you? Hope all is well and we are ready to get our weekend started. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate you, your time, and your effort to come on my channel and give me a try today. If you are a ongoing, consistent subscriber who absolutely loves this channel and has continued to grow us to phenomenal numbers, I greatly appreciate you because you are awesome, as you all know. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. What makes it very difficult for us to really keep our life going? It is consistency. Consistency will literally cause you to make things happen just because you continuously do them over and over again. Funny part is, you can actually look at consistency as also being a bad thing if you're consistently doing a negative thing. So when we say, who are you rooting for? My question is, are you consistently rooting for yourself? I say that because it's crucially important. Crucial for you to be applauding yourself. Consistency is complicated within itself, be it positive or negative. It takes effort. And we always talk about our effort and our time and what we put into it. But the beauty of consistency is when you're trying to achieve something positive, it is very complicated to stay on a road of consistency when no one else is holding you accountable. No one's really calling you and asking you how you're doing or what you're doing. No one is in a position of really knowing your every move or holding you responsible for the mishaps or the mistakes that you make. So sometimes you have to be conscious of the fact that you have to be your biggest cheerleader. And, you know, that can get a little tricky because I do know some people who take that to a level of, I don't even know what I'd call that. I'm just going to say they take it to a level where it can be a misunderstanding in their approach, right? I mean, there are the people who actually just kind of walk around with an arrogance, and that arrogance can be misread. Here's the funny part about arrogance. It's all in perception. Typically, a person makes another person feel arrogant if there is some sense of envy. And I hate to say that because so many people are going to get in my flipping email and tell me, no, Percita, that is not it. I just don't like people who think they all that and, you know, they all up in your face and trying to put you down. Okay, before you hit my email, let me say that that's not really what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it along the lines of there's an arrogance that has to happen within self-awareness. And there's always an extremist in everything that we do. There's going to be the people who move at an extreme rate to a level of taking it to a belittling, almost disrespectful tone, right? Because that's not really what I'm saying. But the arrogance that I'm referring to is a belief in yourself that you know that you're capable of being consistent and dedicated in something, that it doesn't require someone else to hold you accountable. You're so connected with your purpose and your goal within yourself that you become arrogant to yourself. Does that make sense? So it's a little bit more complicated than to just simply throw the word arrogant out. So I wanted to make sure that I was a little bit clear in what I said because, my God, you guys hold me to all words, okay? All the words I use, you hold me to. So I just want to be clear in consistency is what that is, and that arrogance that comes with consistency, that is not the disdain portion of the arrogance or the, I don't even know, just the attitude of really making themselves come out to feel like they need to be almost abrupt and a little bit more aggressive, can't even say the word, to others, but just really an assurance, a self-assurance is what I'm referring to. You kind of have to have it. Now, here's the funny part. You can be consistently inconsistent, meaning you could have created such a regime in your routine of life that you literally stay on something for a period of time and then fall off. And you've done it so often that's just your natural pattern now in life and how you really approach things. So let's just say fitness, of course, easy. I'll use it. You're jumping on it. You're on top of everything. You're eating right. You're working out. You're sleeping good. You're eating the supplements. You're taking the supplements you need to take. And you do that great for about 2 months. And then for the next 2-3 months, you're completely falling off and you beat yourself up and you tell yourself how terrible this is because you thought this time it was going to be different. And then you do it again. And then you fall off again. And if you catch what I'm saying, you've literally created a pattern. That type of person has created a pattern within their lives that really allow them to be consistently inconsistent. That person needs the arrogance that I just kind of fumbled over, because that arrogance would then tell them that they're worth more and that they want all of what they need and they should hold themselves responsible for fixing whatever it is, which is why it's so complicated to find people to fall out of the consistently inconsistent scenario, which is also why dedication and consistency go hand in hand. To be dedicated to something really is an accountability to it. It really is a position of quantifying what you do in the sense of how much time and effort you put into it. When you're thinking dedication, you think time. It's just what it is. You think effort. So with that being said, it's very complicated also to be consistent without being dedicated. Again, if you apply that to the fitness realm, it's the person who understands that they may fall off, but they jump right back on and they don't allow themselves to continuously fall off. That's the key. It's not that you're not going to fall off or that you don't have a mishap, but the mishaps get smaller and smaller. The time frame between doing and not doing becomes a smaller time, more so than allowing months and weeks and years to elapse in between. So you really have to learn to be that arrogant that I'm telling you about, but really not needing to express it to others to identify that it's working. Because I guess what I could say if I go back on it, the arrogance that would be in the negative sense really is just words, right? It's not really actions, because typically the arrogant person that we're describing in a negative connotation would be the person who just continuously is speaking about being great, but they have absolutely nothing to show for it. Because the average person who's done the work doesn't really find it necessary to really throw things up into people's faces or to be in a position with needing to give you a dissertation on what they're doing. Their actions just kind of show it. So I think that would be an even better way of describing what you don't want to do with the arrogance. But you want to be in a position of being self-reliant, right? And self-resilience in the identity of believing in yourself, clapping for yourself, rooting for yourself, cheering for yourself, because let's just be real. If you can't do that, no one else is going to do it. And you want to know that everyone wants to be a part of the great stuff, right? You've never told yourself you want to go and jump in on someone who's doing something and it's not fantastic. When it's fantastic, your friend is doing something, your family member is doing something, you tend to want to be the person who's like, yeah, that's my cousin, right? Oh, yeah, and that's my friend from back in the day, and I knew her, we grew up together. Everyone wants to attach themselves to things that are progressive. So you want to also be conscious of, as I'm telling you that you want to be your biggest and best cheerleader, the more consistent you become, the easier it is to actually acquire what most people want, which is the validation and the accountability and the accolade from others. So notice how all of that works hand in hand. So today, I just want you to know that you have to really work on your consistency. I tell you in every video to grow. I tell you in every video to move. I'm pretty much preaching the exact same thing over and over again in different scenarios and in different vibes, because when it's all said and done, believing in yourself to achieve the goal is what this channel is about. So in order for you to believe in yourself, you have to believe in your own consistency. It's just key. So as usual, here we are. Not going to keep you. It is Thursday. I cannot wait. It is hot. I am ready to hit the beach and run amok. So I hope you are doing the same. Remember to do 3 things. Live life authentic and be consistent in doing it. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.